We were the fathers of medicine, science, and mathematics, architecture, religion. We didn't need no Bible. The Bible is a Johnny-come-lately book. No, don't get angry with me, Reverend. Hell no, I don't want you to get angry. The Bible is like a drum teacher to a student that don't have it naturally. White folk gotta study for years to learn to do what the black man does coming naturally. Oh, you call Elvis Presley the king, but if he's the king, we the king maker.
Peace to the family out there. We're back here, live on the ground, still in Boston, Mass, my hometown. I'm your brother Sankofa. Where we're standing at right now is a very historic landmark. It's a subway station. It used to be a transit station. It's one of the oldest transit stations built. One of the first ones, rather, in the country. I believe they began construction in the early 1900s. The interesting part about this former subway, can you walk around, bro? Can you walk around? Thank you. The very important history about this former huge, massive subway station where it was overhead train tracks at one point. Now it has been converted. In the year 1987, it was tore down, and it was converted into a bus terminal, which was completed by 1993. All right? The name of this station was formerly called Dudley Station. You can probably, if you remember the movie, or check out the movie Malcolm X, when it comes on, right, in the beginning, the first few seconds of the video, right, first few minutes of the video, you'll see that it shows Boston. It shows the train pulling up. It says the war years, and it says Dudley Street Station. This is the actual station that the movie in the Spike Lee joint, Malcolm X from 1992, was depicting. But it gets a little deeper. So I laid to you a little backdrop about what this place is, from a subway, train terminal, converted to just a bus terminal. But what we want to hone in specifically is the name. So the name was Dudley Station. The name was changed, as we see, as Brother Baba zoomed in. The bus is in front of it right now. We'll recapture it, where it was called Nubian Sq. It is now called Nubian Sq. The name was changed, and rightfully so, because we got to look at the historical roots to the name of, or the original name of this station, Dudley Station. So in the 1640s, I believe 1641, there was a person by the name of Governor Thomas Dudley. He was the governor of Massachusetts Bay Colony, right, in the 1640s, right, and he actually served a couple of terms as governor here. Not only was he the governor, but he was also a slave owner, right, and not only that, as a politician, he petitioned to get slavery legalized, not only in the colony of Massachusetts, but used that as a template to legalize slavery within the whole United States. Well, it wasn't even called the United States, but back then in the 13 colonies, right? So, because the name, which was formerly Dudley Station, had that historical connection to it, also his son, Joseph Dudley, right, served as a political position here, which was a vicious slave master, right, very racist, and definitely petitioned for this enslavement, legalization of the enslavement of Africans being brought to America. Now, over the years, this community has so much history and culture and art from the arts community that African Americans and the African Caribbeans have contributed to this community, that this is definitely the heart and center of the black community historically in Boston. Right behind these buildings over here is what you would have, what was called Orchard Park Projects, famous for being the home known mostly for New Edition. Orchard Park Projects, name is changed to Orchard Garden. So the area has been gentrified a lot, looks a lot different, but it's definitely a historic black enclave, and it's tied into so much historicity with the community that we want to engage some of the people in the community that was pivotal for the much critically needed name change from Dudley Station, right, from Thomas Dudley and Joseph Dudley, to what is now known as Nubian Sq. This is my man right here. Goes by the name of Will Justice. Will Justice is we'll let you explain who you are, but real briefly, as a person who's very proactive in the community. Not only is he in the community, he is of the community and he is from the community, and he does a lot within the community, right? He was very pivotal in having some foot on the ground activity and involvement with being a contributing factor to the name Nubian Sq as we see now. I just want you to introduce yourself to the people and explain to them why the endeavor that you embarked on and getting the name change was important to you.
I'm gonna keep it real simple. We need to take all the slave masters' names down ASAP. So it's like and especially like, you know what I'm saying, with your own name, take your name off. In the spirit of Malcolm X, how he learned from the NOI or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, he said, don't call me by that name no more. Just like Muhammad Ali changed his name. Don't call me by that name no more. These streets should not be honoring the people who is enemies to my people. And that's all there is to it. It's like, I'm just calling on all my gangbangers. You really bang for something. Why don't you bang for something that actually means something? Like getting these people's names up off of us. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't represent us, so why are you gonna rep it? So that's why I'm on with it. So I just so happen to have people that actually getting into this. The reason why we changed it to Nubian Station, because we used to have a shop here called a Nubian Notion, and the Nubian Notion was pivotal for black-owned business. They'll say getting things from that's for us, because like you gotta realize we had different hygiene products and things like that, like, you know, shea butter, cocoa butter, things like that. They ain't gonna sell at no Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Gonna sell at the Walgreens. We have to get it. Like what I'm chewing right now, it's called a mishwak. It's an African toothbrush. I don't brush my teeth with that fluoride stuff. So it's like I need that connection in order to be back into like my own community and my own culture. So it's like we need to have these shops and these stores. And unfortunately, due to all this gentrification, they had to shut down the Nubian Notion. So now we call this a Nubian Square. For the simple fact is like we have to have something that's named after us, where we live, and not just symbolically. We have different projects that's coming up that we are going to actually call with the Nubian name. We got Nubian Ascends coming. We got Black Market right around the corner. We trying to keep it all black, everything. You know what I'm saying? Keep it indigenous, keep it African. We gonna do it like that. And the thing is, like I said, we're gonna bang for something that's real. That's what I'm on.
Hey brother, this is your uncle right here, right? Your cousin. Okay, big cuzzo. We chopped it up briefly, very sharp, brother. Introduce yourself to the people and tell them what integral part that you played into what led to the transformation, rightfully so, the transformation of the name from Dudley Station to Nubian Square.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? First off, for the Americans that don't know me yet, I'm about to let you get to know me. My name is Supreme. I'm your agent of change here in our community. You probably heard about a few of us around. There's very few of us. We're not politicians. We're not activists. We're just agents of change. We look for the change to make sure that, you know, our people are served. You know what I'm saying? All right. You good? We good? Okay. Let me break it down to you. Well, I'm an entrepreneur. And I've worked for myself for a long time. I try to get my young minds to understand that they're in America, where it's a land of opportunity for you to make changes and you to make a difference. And that led to me being put into the Black Community Information Center. And the Black Community Information Center here in Boston, we've engaged in uplifting our culture. One of the things that I saw is that the factor that there's slave masters' names all over the city, even in your city, as we speak. And here we have America saying that we are ashamed of that history, but yet they glorify it with the shame. And I kind of find that, you know, not right. Somewhere something's not right. So basically, we all got together, we organized, and we said we need to challenge this name change. And we were told it wasn't going to happen. Just like we was told we was not going to have a black president. Just like we were told, listen, we got to stop listening to what we're told and start doing. And what we did is, myself and a few others, we forged out a policy, a law, a change to this name of the street here, Dudley. Now, this is not our first go-around. Our first go-around was Washington Park. We changed that to Malcolm X Park. That was our first go-around. Then the second go-around was, you know, the Grove Hall Mecca Mall. To have that mall built by blacks, for blacks, in the black community. Then we tackled here, Dudley. Thomas Dudley was a slave owner, a slave master, and he wanted to continue to keep people enslaved. Now, by keeping people enslaved, you know, that's not a proper way of America saying, I'm sorry. So my thing is if America's trying to be sorry, remove the slave masters' names. Not just from here in Dudley Station, but across America. Let's put that in a museum. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it off the streets, because I'm tired of my kids growing up and looking at it and they finally figure. Exactly. It does not reflect this community. You know, there's no more slave masters. No one is being held without a paycheck. You understand what I'm saying? The slave is now getting a paycheck. But it's how you do it. And again, you know, us doing this wasn't just me, it was a whole community. But the sad part about it, brother, and I'm gonna say this to my people. I went to my people to explain this situation that we wanted to do, and my people were the worst adversaries. My people was like, oh nah man, I'm calling Dudley anyway. Oh man, listen, brothers and sisters, it's okay. I grew up here. I grew up in Dudley. I ran in Dudley. You know what I'm saying? I ran right behind Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? But we need to remove that name. We need to take that off our conscious of America's mind and put a new name on our children's minds. And that's Nubian. You know, right now you see Nubian Square, which we also moved towards getting the station renamed to Nubian Station, and now we're after the library, because the library should reflect the community it sits in. You know what I'm saying? Big shout outs to my Black Community Information Center, Siddiqui Cambone, the founder of it. And yo, if y'all want to hear me, because I spit the truth, check me out every Tuesday night, 9 to 11, WRBB 104.9 FM. You can catch that at WRBBradio.org. And check me out and how I talk about it, because I'm transparent about it. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, we cover a lot of independent music. So if you independent, you got an independent business, holler at your boy. I would like to interview you. Check you out. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you all coming out here, you know, spreading this word, this information, the knowledge, because that's what's important. Each one teach one in this American world. If we don't do it, because we're behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? We way behind the 8 ball. They got it before us because they made it for them. All right, but we built it for us. Right. And I appreciate you for, you know, giving me this interview and this time to speak.
I appreciate you, your wisdom, and informing the people, man, because this is educational and it's informational and it's inspirational. You know what I mean? The platform is committed to bringing, we call it, you know what I'm saying? We call it, what is the name you called it? When we were engaging the community, we get on the ground and we do guerrilla or street journalism, because with a lot of bigger platforms or definitely media conglomerates, they're not giving the coverage to what we would call the common people, who are doing a lot of the work and who are behind the scenes and who don't even get enough. Even those who don't want recognition are not even given the coverage that they should be given on a medial level, because that triggers inspiration. That sparks inspiration to others. So what we are committed at doing on this platform, right, is getting to people who otherwise wouldn't have a voice and making them known to the people, so we can inform them, right, and inspire them, right, and even make the connections that we need to make this beyond. It starts in the community. We have to think locally, right, act locally, but think nationally and then internationally. But it all starts with information. So we thank you for your time and your contribution to the people via your information, and most importantly, your contribution on the ground to the community. Much respect, all right? We live here at Nubian Square.
Brother, one thing that's been on my heart and mind that I would like to ask Boston, what is going on with the vaccines? Should we be taking the vaccines? Talk to our people about that.
Oh man, jeez, about the pandemic, huh?
Yes, sir.
Let me say it like this, okay? First off, people, pay attention to what you witness. You know what I'm saying? You're not Jehovah, I get it, but pay attention to what you witness. The witness is this: you had a businessman as a president. You understand what I'm saying? You had a businessman and a president. He made a negotiation deal with a new number of executives in the business. Anheuser-Busch, remember they was about to take the second place after Corona. But what happened? It got shut down because what? They called it the coronavirus when it really didn't even have that name. Well, we already know this pandemic has had many names. Coronavirus, China virus, you name it all. But my whole thing is like the man, my brother here is asking me a question. How the heck did they come up with a serum within 24 hours? How did your president, who at the time was your president, the orange man, catch it, and 3 days later, he's well? Yo, the game is being played, and if y'all ain't paying attention to the game, it's going to be played on you. Right. All right? I'm not telling you not to, but I'm not telling you to. You just got to question the fact of why aren't they talking about the after effects of the individuals who have already taken it, like the elderly man who passed away. They don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But they're rushing to get you because the business deal has been laid on the table as America be used as guinea pigs. Okay? Yeah. That's the whole thing. That's the deal that's been set on the table. I hope Biden, this new President Biden, he's able to reverse those errors of that president. But again, you are a guinea pig. You are being tested in whether or not you can sustain it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they make, man-made, whatever it is. Let me take y'all back to this other part of the pandemic. First off, do you remember, brother, they said, oh, black population's not catching it.
Right, yeah.
Black populations, they're behind. And then they come off, oh, wait a minute, black populations are overexposed. We're the number ones. Bro, let me tell you something. I live with one lung. All right, I got shot a long time ago. I live with one lung, so I'm an at-risk, high-risk person. My doctor was calling me every day. Yo, listen, wear a mask. I don't care. Listen, the mask didn't help the Chinese. If the flu vaccine that they had that you used to take didn't stop this flu, what makes you think this vaccine is going to stop anything else? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the vaccine is made specifically for that, and this so-called flu is constantly evoluting. You know what I'm saying? So what are we going to do? We're going to just keep on shooting ourselves with different vaccine-made man drugs, or we're going to listen to our ancestors and take the health back to the natural way of healing? Because that's all I did. I didn't catch it, but that's all I did. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's up to you. You know, I mean, you know your body. You are the test tube. You are that chemical tube that they're putting that in. If you don't think that's going to work for you, don't put it in you. Me, it's not going to work for me. So I'm not touching it.
They're offering us money now. Little treats. Don't go for the money.
Don't go for the money. Hey, I'm ashamed of all my A-list artists, influencers. I'm going to say influencers. All right? Because if y'all think they just coming on TV telling y'all to do this, just to do this, no, they're getting a check behind that. I'm not mad at them, but I'm mad at them because, again, trick knowledge is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Especially for those who are less educated than others.
All right, hey, peace, my brother. I'm out here. We still down here in Nubian Sq, right? No longer Dudley, rightfully so. We had to get the name of that beast, the name of that devil, the name of that old slave master out, and end with a name that's reflective of the culture and the historicity and the creativity and the art of the community, right? So right now we're in the community. We got a person. You see the hat he got on. How fitting for the name of the station, Nubian Sq. You got an officially dope Nubian hat on, right? That's dope. And it also says Roxbury entrepreneur, right? It's about self-sufficiency, right? And identity. I love that. So where we're at, there was a store that Brother Will Justice spoke on that I know about, that all my life was there. It was set up in the 1974 by the brother by the name of Kalak.
I think it was before that.
Before that?
Yeah.
However, we had some good brothers in the community that were into the arts, into the knowledge, into the culture, and they saw fit, because there used to be a liquor store, right? To change it to what was then known as a Nubian Notion. A Nubian Notion, for the people out there, had books, right, on a plethora of topics from revolutionary to political to history to the culture to art, past, present, contemporary, you name it. It also had incense, oils, cards, so everything for the culture that was reflective and representative of the culture. It had that, and it had been a pillar in the community for a long time. Due to gentrification, Nubian Notion is no longer here, unfortunately. But however, we got Nubian Sq, and we also have people that are doing and taking business endeavoring into their own hands. From what I see, you're a Roxbury entrepreneur, and we want to show the people, introduce yourself to our platform, right, so we can get the people acquainted with who you are, and definitely because you're doing big things and what you're doing. And yeah, definitely speak to the people, man. Let them know what it is that you're doing, and bring us over. Around, show us.
First thing I want to send a shout out to Baba TV. Like my man said, we're live here in Nubian Sq. My name is DJ Silk Rocks. I'm a part of Title Team DJs. Matter of fact, why don't y'all just take a walk with me, man? I'm gonna show y'all a little bit more. So right here we have a hot dog stand that we serve the community here. We sell all kind of African products, incense, oils, shea butter. We have old school CDs. We have a live DJ here every Friday and Saturday. So we're promoting a lot of things, man. We got a lot of things going on, man. Like I said, we have the live DJ here every Friday and Saturday for the community. That's my business partner there. That's DJ Zoom.
You already know what it is. Welcome to Nubian Sq. We are the Title Team DJs providing you entertainment this afternoon, this evening. We're here either way. We've been here all day, kind of tired. But we're going to be here till 7 p.m. Y'all make sure to come out and rock with us. We support the community. Let's go.
And that's what we're all about, man. We're all about the community. Right now, we got our first black mayor, Madam Mayor Kim Janey. That's the official mayor's t-shirt, Proud Bostonian. This is going to be a collector's item. We have all kind of black t-shirts made by black people. And we're just supporting the community, man. We're supporting the community, man.
That's dope. It's lit over here. It's real live, and I'm glad y'all bringing that energy, because this is the reflective of the community. All my life since I was young, Dudley has been live regardless of any transformation that it's went through. You're carrying on a legacy, a very important legacy, and I can see the community's grateful for that, because you're providing a service. You're providing multiple services, actually. You know what I'm saying? When you and you do this business, what else do you do as far as entertainment, as far as with the local artists? Are you involved with doing anything that helps people to promote their name, their label, their business endeavors as it pertains to music?
Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be in New Hampshire. We're doing an artist review where it's 13 artists. They're performing. We do a review with them out in New Hampshire. We work with a lot of local artists. Some of the product that we have in the store are from local artists, and we sell their merchandise. Shout out to GCE Great Code Enterprise. They came up with the Roxbury State of Mind. We have Roxbury State of Mind merchandise here that we sell. Other people come as well. Like we have something called Roxbury Footprints. It was a young man and his daughter. The Roxbury Footprints. There was a young man and his daughter who came over and asked me, is it possible that I could sell their shirts here at my store? I told them that it's fine. And now they've been selling t-shirts left and right here in Roxbury.
Okay, that's what's up. I'm digging it. I'm gonna definitely have to support you before I dip off. That's a fact. Hey, so you're doing big things in the community. How long have you been here, right here specifically? Because we know Nubian Notion has been taken down Relatively recently. Now, it's not been a long time ago, but a significant amount of time, right? How long have you been here providing these services for the community?
Well, my company has been around for about 9 years now.
Okay.
We're professional DJs.
All right.
My name is Jamel Abdahalik. I am a member of the Nubian clan.
Okay.
I was born and raised in that store. So the lessons and stuff that I learned growing up in there, I took it and tried to implement it within my own business. You know, watch yourself. Yes, sir. I try to implement it in my own business. And in the midst of implementing that, I'm supporting other black entrepreneurs by selling their merchandise in my store.
Okay.
And I'm going to continue to do that. And I'm going to continue to work with the community however I can possibly can.
Hey, I want to say much respect, a double salute to you. Keep doing what you do. You got the support of me, Baba TV. Definitely the people out there can appreciate you because you're being self-sufficient, independent, you're providing critically needed services, and you're making it fun, and you're making it fly, and you're staying dope and woke at the same time. So we want to thank you for your time on Baba TV. Keep doing what you do, man. All right?
Salute to Baba TV, yo. Stay tuned. Salute to Baba TV.